Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time of the day is that you are viewing this video. Listen, I wanted to come on to talk about some of the things that we need to prepare ourselves for on the day of sale, okay? Yay! Sale day is coming. Y'all, we are less than 3 weeks away from our Mother's Day sales. And those of you who are like me are already tired. You past tired, okay? You just want this holiday to come and be gone. You want to just have that money in your hand and go into the bank. But prior to getting that money in your hand and going to the bank, y'all, we got a lot of preparation to do, okay? We already know that we are still pricing, that we're still making gift baskets, we're still just getting everything that we need to get in order, okay? We're wrapping gift baskets. Some of us are still shopping. We're just designing. We're just doing everything we need to do. But that week of sale, y'all, I got a list of things that I want to share with you all. Some of you all have been doing gift baskets for a long time. This stuff may not be new to you. I'm sure it's not new to you, but I will say, as long as I've been doing gift baskets, there are still times that I forget some of this stuff, okay? Just with the business of getting ready to go, just the hype of getting ready to go, sometimes you can forget the simplest of things, okay? So I'm going to run down a few of the things. I'm sure that the list is even longer than this. These are just some things that I thought of that I wanted to share. Number one, first and foremost, get enough rest. That may sound like an oxymoron, like how in the world am I going to get enough rest when I'm preparing for this big sale? But it's so important. I'll tell you why. Because when you're out there doing sales, the last thing you want to do is be tired out there trying to sell to customers. I don't care what you got to do, get enough rest. Because the last thing I want to do as a consumer is go to somebody's spot who's irritated because they're tired, right? The only way we're going to be able to offset that is to get enough rest. Do what you got to do. Plan your time out now. Do what you got to do so that you can be ready and you can be your best self when you're out there on those streets. Get enough rest. And after you get enough rest, make sure that you plan your meals while you're out there on those streets. Because many of us are out there on the streets. Some of us may have people that help, but some of us have limited amount of help, right? And we have blocks of time when we're there by ourselves. And if you have blocks of time when you're there by yourself, make sure that you have already prepared your lunch, right? Several lunches, snacks, or whatever you need, so that you can be comfortable. Again, who wants to be out there working all day trying to make this money, honey, trying to fill these bags that we got, and you're sleepy, you're tired, and you're hungry? Makes for a bad day. I promise you it will. It makes for a bad day. Okay? So make sure you get enough rest. Make sure you eat whatever your favorite snack is. And I'll advise even to make your lunch. Like I said, some of us set up by restaurants and stuff. But I think that's during basket sale time is probably when I eat a lot of junk. Okay? Because a lot of times you just go along with the flow of whatever's there. But if you get you what you need, you'll be good. Those of us who take medications, okay? Make sure that you put your medicines out. Make sure that you get your medicine in your system, or either have it in your bag that you're going to take with you on your front seat so you can take your medicine. I advise you to take your medicine before you get out there, because the business of the day can set up a situation where you can forget your medicine. Last thing we want is the ambulance coming at your basket spot, okay? Make sure you take your medicine. Make sure you take your food. Make sure you get some rest, okay? And one other thing I want to say is get your petty cash early. Try to do as much as you can, y'all, before the day of, because the day of is going to be hectic all by itself. We already know that the day of is going to be just kind of packing our things into the cars, the trucks, the vans, whatever we may have. And you're going to need to be focusing on that, not all this other stuff, okay? So whatever cash that you need, usually start with $50. That should be enough for petty cash, right? So start with that amount so that you can have that, and try to get singles, try to get fives, and try to get tens. You know, usually that will get you started, okay? So if anybody come in with big bills, you'll have enough to give these people some change. Because what you don't want to do when you're out there is lose a sale because you don't have change. Because people will tell you all day long, okay, well, let me run up to the bank or let me run to the store, whatever, and get this change. And guess what? You never see them again because they probably have found other options of spending their money. They bought them another Mother's Day gift, another whatever season it is. They've probably bought something somewhere else. So make sure you have everything that you need as far as change, which leads me to other forms of payment. Okay, those of you who do credit card, make sure you have that. I don't have my credit card thing set up yet. Shame on me. But I have Zelle, I have Cash App, I have Apple Pay, I have cash options. Yeah, but I don't have credit card, y'all, and I got to work on that. I know I do. But that is one, those are the 4 things that you all can make sure that you all have. That way you will not miss a sale. If they came to buy a basket, trust and believe they're going to buy a basket if you have those options. You cut yourself short when you don't have all those options available, okay? So make sure you have that. Another thing that I want to stress is have your emergency bag. Again, when you're out there on these streets, everything and anything can happen. Make sure that you have headache medicine. Make sure you have allergy medicine. In the South, we have pollen like crazy. And a lot of times, my nose, my ears, my throat, all this crap go to itching, right? So make sure you have your allergy medicine. Make sure you have, like I said, your headache medicine. Make sure you have enough water. Make sure you have a cooler with your different things in there, right? So that you won't need anything. And I'm going to even suggest this. If you're one of those people that are out not shopping, but selling by yourselves, try to get somebody in place for an emergency. If you got to go potty, I'm in daycare mode all the time. If you have to go use the restroom, you need somebody that you can call and say, look, can you swing by here and stand here real quick while I go use the restroom, okay? You need to have somebody there so you can use the restroom. We don't need your bladder busting while you're out down the street, okay? And you don't want to be uncomfortable out there trying to sell. Again, that's another way you can be irritated out there selling gift baskets when you got to use the restroom. Also, gas up early. Don't wait till the morning or trying to get gas. You looking there dang on it you won't eat. Gas up early. Plan in advance, okay? Plan in advance. Like you need your emergency plan in advance for that. And then I want to go back to the emergency bags. Emergency bags, when it comes to supplies, is where you need medicine and food and all that. But make sure that if you have an incident with your gift baskets and they tear up on you, make sure you have your things on place so that you can repair those items, okay? You do not want to lose a sale because you got 5 gifts in the back that have torn up in transport and you ain't got no way to fix them. Take your scissors, take you some extra plastic, you take your tape, you take your glue dots, everything that you need that is not necessary, that doesn't necessarily have to be plugged up. Take that stuff so that you can be prepared. Take it. I promise you, you won't regret it. Take it, okay? How we present ourselves out on the street. When we get in front of these cameras, we're trying to look decent, right? We're not trying to look like beauty queens, none of that, but we are definitely trying to look decent. Same thing when you're out there selling. Do not get out on these streets, y'all, looking broke down, okay? Again, getting enough rest the night before is going to help with that. Get your beauty rest. They call it beauty rest for a reason, okay? Get your beauty rest. I would say make sure that your hair look decent. I think my hair be looking a little bit cuter that day. I'm going to get me a hair appointment shortly before Mother's Day so I can be looking my best. Make sure you have, if you wear makeup, make sure your makeup is on. Maybe, you know, don't do nothing distracting. Don't do too much makeup. But definitely look your best. Whatever your best is, do your best, okay? And if you know whether or not you've done your best, okay? Make sure these hands, y'all. I don't wear a whole lot of nails. I'm like this most of the time. So guess what? I'm going to make sure these hands are moisturized. And I may put a little coat of nail polish on my hands. I may do that. But I'm not an acrylic girl. I don't wear nails. With working with the babies, I can't have all those nails on my hand like that because it kind of distracts me and disrupts my flow with the kids. So nails ain't my thing. But my hands will be moisturized. And yeah, I'm not gonna have ashy hands. You know what's embarrassing when you're trying to do a transaction with somebody and your hands are just crusty? And you all the while you looking down because you think they looking down and you're excusing your hands. But guess what? You take your lotion with you. You ain't got no excuse to give. Okay? Because your hands are going to be moisturized. Make sure if you're in an area where it's cold, make sure you dress in layers. Here in the South, I don't have to deal with that so much now as I did Valentine's. But Valentine's season, I made a mistake a couple of times of getting out there dressing like fully loaded or whatever with clothes. And guess what? I was hot. Because as the day progresses, the temperature warms up and you actually will be hot. So dress in layers so that you can take things off because you want to be comfortable. Because again, this is a long journey that day. Once you get out there that morning, most of us are out there 6-7 hours. Okay, make sure you're dressing appropriately. Same thing when it comes to the summer wear. Make sure that you're dressing cool enough for the summertime. Make sure that you have, if you need a hat, because sometimes the sun is beaming, make sure you have your hat. Make sure you have your shades. I think shades just give it a whole nother flair anyway. Y'all put y'all shades on while y'all out there. Y'all be chilling and cool while you out there selling your shades. Okay, I mean selling your baskets in your shades. Make sure your shoes are comfortable. Last thing you want to do is get out there and dang it, these dogs are hurting. Okay, make sure you're wearing comfortable shoes. Do not get out there with no flat flip-flops or anything that is gonna make your that's not gonna sustain the amount of hours that you're out there on the street. Okay, take you a chair. If you don't like being out there in your car, take you a chair so you can sit out and mingle more. Make sure you have your tent. Make sure you have the ropes to tie your baskets around, to tie your baskets up so that if the wind is gusty that day, you'll have things in place so your baskets won't be all over the place. Again, we are not trying to get out there repairing gift baskets that day. Our goal is to sell gift baskets. Okay, make sure you do everything that you can do to keep from making a mess out there on them streets. Also, I talked about this. Well, I asked Rochelle about this last night in her live, whether or not the girls on had their sandbags. Your sandbags or your weights or whatever. Make sure that you have your weights or your sandbags to keep those pretty tents, the expensive tents, from blowing. I used my beautiful tent, y'all, 2 times. And I failed to get the tent weights from a friend of mine. And yeah, I regretted it because that tent ended up being on the top of my truck. And it messed up. So I may try to rig it, or I may try to just go with the blue one that I have. So it won't be the pretty. I had a real pretty one, y'all, from Roses. When the springtime starts, y'all make sure y'all get the Roses if y'all don't already have one. A tent. Make sure you get the Roses if you have one in your area. But they had the most beautiful, vibrant color tents, y'all. And it was so pretty. And I used it twice because I made the mistake of not having the weights. Okay. So again, this time I got to put my blue one out. But it is what it is. I think I covered, y'all. I think I covered everything that I have on this list. But y'all, I don't know about y'all, but I am ready. My house is packed with stuff. And it's almost like I'm so over these gift baskets. Somebody said in my comment that they were over gift baskets. And I am so over these baskets as well. But it's almost like I got so much inventory I can't stop, right? How many of you all like me? You got so much inventory you can't really stop. So that's what I do. And if I have anything left over, the way that Boss Lady Fee preaches and teaches is that we don't make gift baskets that are selective for that particular season. You know, all of our gift baskets don't have to have whatever the season is that we're working on. With that technique, you can, even though you've made a whole lot of baskets, guess what? Your baskets can travel over and be extended over to other holidays. So it won't be a waste of time. You won't have to reassemble, what do you call it? Kind of take the baskets or loose to reassemble it to do something else. Okay, so your gift baskets can be all occasion, but not like I said, a necessary holiday on it. But I hope this video helped y'all. I'm so pumped. Who's pumped with me? I'm so pumped. I'm ready to make some money, y'all. I don't know about y'all. And after this holiday right here, oh my God, I'm gonna rest. I think I'm gonna go somewhere and I'm gonna get lost. I'm gonna go somewhere and get lost. I might bring y'all along with me wherever I decide to go, but I'm definitely gonna have to go at least, if not a whole weekend, one full day when I'm out there just by myself and yeah, just enjoying and just recapping the holiday and just thanking God for where He has me. Because Lord knows it could have been a different story. So I'm so thankful. I know you all are thankful. I'm so grateful. I know you all are grateful. And I'm just glad to be here, y'all. Thank y'all, those of you who have not already subscribed to my channel. Thank you for watching this video. I ask that you subscribe to my channel. Those of you who are already subscribers, thank y'all for being here. I've had so many people subscribe. So many people subscribe, y'all. I think the last time I made a video, I think I was at 487, something like that. Y'all, I'm almost at 600 subscribers. Oh, God, you're so good. But anyway, I'm going to keep doing this thing. I'm going to keep bringing y'all content, hopefully things that you all enjoy. I'm going to keep going to those stores, bring you different ideas. Y'all, excuse me. I get on this live and dang it, everything itching. Excuse me. My eye itching, my nose itching, my neck itching, everything. But excuse me. Thank God I don't have to be perfect because none of us are. Y'all be blessed. I'm going to see you next time.